Hi, it's Gareth from the Good Salon Guide. I hope you're all well, not too exhausted after working flat out now that the salons are allowed to open in many areas. Thought I'd do a quick video because we've been having an increasing number of calls from salon owners wondering what to do when their employees are refusing to wear the PPE that they're given, particularly visors. Now, firstly, the guidance in England is, of course, that you must wear a visor. However, this is only government guidance. It's not a statutory obligation. Therefore, it's really important the wearing of a visor or any other PPE is clearly detailed in your salon risk assessment and that your staff have been trained in the appropriate use of that PPE. If you've done this, then non-compliance could lead to disciplinary action against that member of staff along the normal lines that you would follow with their employment contract. So you need to give them warnings to start with before you escalate it. It's actually relatively simple to deal with an employee who refuses to wear the PPE. It is, however, slightly more complicated when you're dealing with self-employed stylists who refuse to wear a visor, for example. Now, a self-employed stylist should have their own risk assessment to do with COVID, and that's important that they share that risk assessment with you. If they're then refusing to wear a visor, firstly, I would discuss with them why they're refusing to do so, because this provides you with a couple of issues. Firstly, clients of the salon don't know, or really care for that matter, that stylist is self-employed, and there's a real perception issue as to why stylist A is wearing PPE and stylist B is not wearing PPE. If your rent-a-chair agreement includes clauses that the self-employed person must abide by the salon policies to do with health and safety, then again, this is relatively easy to resolve. However, if it doesn't, or you've got an informal agreement with them, it is a little bit more difficult. So I think firstly, I'd look to negotiate and explain why they should be wearing the appropriate PPE. And then lastly, if they won't agree to that, you can terminate the agreement with them as long as the document allows you to do so. Lastly, what about clients that refuse to wear PPE that you may have laid out? Of course, the guidance from government doesn't state clients must wear a mask or visor or any other PPE, but your risk assessment may state they should. If this is the case and they refuse to do so, of course, you're not under any obligation to allow them into the salon. You can simply say no, although of course this would damage your relationship with them going forward. But again, very difficult for you to allow one client in without, for example, wearing a mask if all others are allowed to do so, unless of course there's a particular reason that client shouldn't. I hope this helps. Do stay in touch. We're still here looking out for you, advising and here to support you. So please pick up the telephone or drop us an email. Thanks a lot and stay safe.